The clang of Elara's hammer against the anvil echoed across the floating island of Atheria, a rhythmic counterpoint to the whistling wind that always threatened to tug at its edges. Atheria, like all the Sky Isles, was a verdant patch of land held aloft by threads of shimmering magic. Threads that were, Elara knew with a growing dread, fraying. She wasn't a warrior, a mage, or a leader. She was simply Elara, the blacksmith's daughter, destined to forge farm tools and mend broken pots, until the day she touched a shard of obsidian found near the island's edge, and the thoughts of dragons, ancient and powerful, flooded her mind. They spoke of the void, a creeping darkness that had already consumed several isles, leaving behind only petrified landscapes and an unnerving silence. They spoke of the crystal of light, the only artifact capable of pushing back the encroaching gloom hidden within the sunken abyss. And they spoke of her, the girl who could hear them. Elara wanted nothing to do with destiny. She wanted to stay on Atheria, to feel the solidity of the earth beneath her feet. But the void was closing in. Reports came daily of islands disappearing from the horizon, swallowed whole by the darkness. She couldn't ignore the pleas of the dragons, their voices a chorus of fading hope in her mind. Reluctantly, Elara agreed. She told Bronwyn, her mentor and the island's elder, who looked at her with a mixture of pride and sorrow. "The Sky Isles chose you, Elara. Trust your heart." Her crew was an unlikely mix. Finn, a sprite with eyes that held a sorrow too deep for his age, claimed mastery over illusions, although Elara sensed he was hiding something more. Seraphine, a knight clad in polished steel, was a woman of few words and fierce loyalty, her face etched with the pain of a forgotten battle. And then there was Zephyr, a young dragon with scales that shimmered with an iridescent light, a light that seemed strangely connected to Elara's own burgeoning power. He had presented himself to her, drawn by the bond she shared with his kind, offering his wings to guide them. Their journey began on Zephyr's back, soaring through the treacherous sky winds. They battled enchanted storms that crackled with volatile energy, outsmarted sky pirates who preyed on vulnerable islands, and navigated through shimmering clouds that shifted and rearranged, leading them astray. As they descended toward the ocean's depths, the air grew thick and heavy, the light dimming. The Sunken Abyss was a place of eerie beauty. Coral spires glowed with bioluminescent light, casting dancing shadows on the seabed. Ancient ruins, remnants of a civilization lost to time, stood as silent witnesses to the void's growing power. They found the entrance to the abyss within a colossal crumbling temple. Inside, the water pulsed with an unnatural energy, and the silence was broken only by the echo of their own breaths. They faced guardians of the abyss, creatures formed of solidified shadow, their eyes burning with malevolent intent. Seraphine fought with a ferocity born of desperation, her sword a blur of silver against the encroaching darkness. Finn's illusions created diversions, buying them precious time. Zephyr, too large to enter the temple, waited anxiously outside, his roars muffled by the water, a beacon of hope against the deepening gloom. Elara, using her blacksmith's knowledge, deciphered ancient runes that revealed the path to the crystal. She felt the dragon's thoughts guiding her, urging her forward. But the closer they got to the crystal, the stronger the feeling of unease grew. She couldn't shake the sense that one of her companions was not who they seemed. The truth revealed itself in the heart of the temple, in a chamber bathed in the ethereal glow of the crystal of light, which floated on a pedestal of ancient stone. It wasn't a being of shadow, but a familiar face. Seraphine. Her armor, once gleaming, was now marred by subtle, dark tendrils. "I was promised power," Seraphine confessed, her voice hollow, "enough to avenge my fallen kingdom. The void offered it in exchange for the crystal. It was a price I was willing to pay." Elara felt a surge of anger, betrayal twisting in her gut. But beneath the anger, she felt empathy. Seraphine was driven by grief, just like Finn, and perhaps a part of her understood sacrificing everything for what you believed in. But Elara knew she couldn't let Seraphine succeed. "The void will consume everything, Seraphine. There will be nothing left to avenge." A fierce battle ensued. Seraphine, imbued with the void's power, was a formidable opponent. Finn, torn between loyalty and fear, hesitated, his illusions wavering. It was Elara, the unassuming blacksmith,